Connie, hi. Thought you were unwell.
I got a call to say my transplant patient was problematical.
Cause for concern?
Medically, no, not yet. I get these weird ideas.
Excuse me. John, hi, I'm busy. Go where? Yeah, well, I thought you were really busy with your book. No, I'm going to have to look at my schedule. Right, I'm going to have to go because I've got people I need to show around, so I'll speak to you at home, okay? Bye.
Right, before you start, listen to me. The only reason I'm answering this is to tell you I don't want to hear from you. Do you understand? Don't call me, okay?
Have you spoken to Jayne? I just want to know where I stand.
Oh, my God, you've got a nerve.
It's just a suspicion, right? She doesn't have any real evidence.
Do you know what? I am really beginning to wish I'd never met you.
Sure. Okay, I understand. I just want a sense of
where you stand. Oh, I know. And you know what? In my opinion, you're on very rocky ground. Hi.
Hi. I've handed the delegation over to A&E for a while. Well, I just wanted to find you to say thank you for being such a good listener, especially since you seem to be having problems of your own. Well, I didn't know you were seeing someone.
No, I was. Not anymore.
I'm sorry.
No, don't be. Glad, really. It was a waste of time.
John called earlier. Oh. He wants to take me to Paris.
You don't sound too happy about it.
Why is he doing this all of a sudden? Just makes me even more suspicious. Did you notice anything?
With John? Why should I?
When Christian was ill, you were around a lot. You spoke to John.
Yes, I never really noticed anything odd. With John, I mean, why would I?
I'm sorry. Your heart transplant patient, how's he? He's doing okay?
Yeah, he's, just wanting to know who the donor is. You know, the usual transference rubbish. Was it a maniac? Am I going to start feeling homicidal? It is starting to affect him now. I was just going to write to you to see him.
Will he be okay?
No, he will be when he calms down. You should give Paris a go.
Come in.
I need a break, too. We need some time to ourselves. And doesn't Paris sound like a good idea?
Well, here's a better idea. Stop talking about Paris and spending time together. Just tell me the truth.
About what?
About your late nights. About why you have to work from a hotel room. About who you're having an affair with.
An affair? Oh, you're joking, right?
No.
Jayne, when did you come up with all of this? I work from a hotel because of all the distractions at home. Sure, there have been 1 or 2 late nights.
It's not just the late nights, and you know it. Things have changed between us. There's a reason. And I think I know why.
Oh, so I missed a couple of dinners, and that means I must be seeing someone else.
Just let's forget it.
Oh, right, that's good. So, you accuse me of having an affair, but hey, let's forget it.
Because we're getting nowhere. Because of course you're going to deny it. Of course you're going to lie.
I'm not lying.
Okay, you're not lying. I have to go and play politics with a health department delegation. That'll give you time to think up some alibis.
No, sorry, I think we need to talk some more about this.
When you decide to tell me the truth, then we'll talk.
Why won't she tell me?
Because she doesn't know.
You expect me to believe that?
It's the truth. Look, you're not helping yourself by getting so upset.
Why wouldn't I be upset? I shouted at Hansa. I wanted to hit her.
Mrs. Beecham, how's the patient doing?
I've never been violent.
Very well.
You're upsetting yourself over nothing.
Nothing. You think it's nothing to be given the heart of a murderer?
What did he say?
Well, I think Mr. Nichols has already confused the effects of the anaesthetic.
She knows. She knows it's true.
I think we should leave Mr. Nichols to the medical staff.
It's happened before. Someone's given a heart transplant. They start to think like the person it came from, start to behave the same way. And they've given me the heart of a man who murdered his wife.
Fine, I'm sorry, I'm going to have to ask you to leave. I hope you understand, but we're having a small problem here.
Yes, yes, of course.
I'll join you outside.
Could have warned me we were going to be invaded by sightseers.
Yes, you should have had notification.
Yeah, I should
I'll
have.
take it to the European court.
Arthur.
I've got a right to know.
Okay. Do you know what? You win. You want to know the identity of your donor, and you think that I know? Well, you're right. I do know. And now we're going to have to break a rule, because if we don't, the stress is going to kill you. The donor died in a road traffic accident. It was a man. His name was Lionel Jackson. He was an accountant, all right? And as far as I know, he led a completely unremarkable life. Now, I am going to have to ask you to treat this information with the strictest confidence.
Lionel Jackson,
Yes,
accountant,
that's right.
like me.
Exactly like you.
Okay, what you've done is totally unethical. This is a public relations disaster. I'll have to inform the donor family transplant coordinator. And the press will crucify us, thanks.
Lionel Jackson was my great uncle. He was the most boring man in the world, and he's been dead for 10 years.
It's a problem right now, but it'll die down. As long as Jayne doesn't have any proof. And she doesn't. Give it a few days and it'll be forgotten. But it's between me and her, okay? And you're out of it.
You're right about that.
So all I'm asking is that you forget what you saw.
Oh, believe me, John, I wish I could.
Look, what have you got to be so superior about? It takes two.
Because you know what? I actually thought what we had was something different. I didn't realize it was an item on a conveyor belt.
Oh, I get it. You're jealous. You saw Ava and you're jealous.
Well, Eva, you actually know her name?
Well, that's cheap.
You think I'm jealous? Because I caught you with some blonde? And you think I'm gonna unload on your wife? Why, what, out of revenge? Because I'm so in love with you I couldn't bear it? If you believe that, John, you are more in love with yourself than any woman could be.
I'm trying to preserve my marriage. I'm asking for your help.
Well, of course you are. It's a great setup. Your wife works, you write unpublishable books and screw around. Who wouldn't want to preserve that?
So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the end of the tour of the Holby City Hospital tour. It was my intention to give you as broad a view as possible. And I hope that you've learnt something of the way the day-to-day running.
I think it's my job here to offer a vote of thanks to Mrs. Grayson for finding the time to provide us with this insight into the running of a busy teaching hospital. I feel privileged to have witnessed a heart transplant, something I still consider a miracle of surgery. And I think we all leave better informed and better able to understand why the levels of funding need to be maintained. So, thank you.
Thank you.
Jayne.
Must have been really difficult for you coming into work every day. having meetings with me, bumping into me in the stairs, me pouring my heart out to you, and all the time you're sleeping with my husband.
I didn't know he... As soon as I found out who he was, I stopped it.
You did? That makes everything all right.
Jane, I'm so sorry. I genuinely didn't know.
Last tango in Paris, was it? No names, no past.
No future.
You did know he was married, though?
I did, yes.
Where did you meet?
Does it matter?
Does to me.
He picked me up in a bar.
And the hotel. The hotel room where he writes. God, some wonderful pictures in my mind right there.
It ended months ago.
But he's still coming home late. Oh, my God, he's seen someone else. Is that it? You dumped him and he's moved on to the next. Well, how did you find out? Did he tell you? Oh, my God. You saw her. That's where you went. You saw her. She was there with him. What does she look like, our rival? Is she young? Is she pretty?
Does it make any difference?
No, but is she?
Yes. Jane.
Don't say sorry. I've got work to do. Was he in love with you?
If he was, he got over it very quickly.
Were you in love with him?
No. Love didn't come into it.
Hi, Rick. No, I'm a bit busy, actually. Okay, I'm in my office. Rick.
Sorry for not getting back to you earlier. You wanted a senior surgeon to talk to the delegation?
Connie Beecham stepped in.
I'll bet she did. How was it?
They had the tour, they asked the usual questions, they got the usual answers. It was a usual waste of time, but they went away feeling much had been achieved.
Do I detect a note of cynicism?
Sorry. There are bad days, and then there are days that are just off the scale.
I imagine that Connie's application for my job is already on your desk.
Good guess.
And you favor it. Another good guess.
She's a strong candidate, but others will apply. Michael Spence, for example.
Yes. Now, I need to talk to you about Mr. Spence.
Can it wait?
I'd like to say yes. Millie had an accident. She came in with damage to her liver.
His daughter?
His daughter, yes. She needed an emergency operation, and Mr. Spence carried out the procedure.
Are you serious? Well, why didn't you stop him?
Well, what was I supposed to do? Wrestle him to the ground? Hog tie him?
You're director of surgery.
Yes, well, pulling rank didn't seem to carry very much weight. I told him not to operate. He told me to drop dead. What can I say?
Well, if this goes any further, and it almost certainly will, you'll have a lot to answer for. Like why you can't control your own staff. This will be dealt with on a professional basis. You slept with my husband. You had an affair. That's between me and him. Our working relationship, yours and mine, won't be affected, and that's an end to it.
Jayne, are you sure about this?
Perfectly.
I really think we ought
No,
to...
I don't.